Just days after Nitish Kumar blasted Narendra Modi, a video clip exclusively accessed by NewsX shows Nitish Kumar doing exactly what Narendra Modi did, refusing to wear a kafiya and Islamic prayer hat or topi that Muslim leaders offered him. Take a look at what Nitish Kumar said about Narendra Modi's actions and then take a look at the clip we have accessed of his own.
गले मिलने से चलेगा, सबकी इज्जत करने से चलेगा। इसमें कभी टोपी भी पहननी पड़ेगी, कभी टीका भी लगाना पड़ेगा।
And that's the footage. There you can see the Bihar Chief Minister surrounded by supporters, and in the left of the screen you can see some Muslim leaders embracing him, and what you'll see now is them trying to offer him the topi that you just heard him say that he must accept and wear along with the tika. But here, of course, his actions being very different from the words that you heard moments ago. And that's what we're going to debate tonight. First, I want to put this to Chandralal Singhvi of the JDU. Sir, you may not have been able to see the footage we were showing. It essentially showed Nitish Kumar surrounded by supporters, including Muslim leaders, who offered him the kafiya and the topi, and he outright rejected it. He pushed it back into their hands exactly like Narendra Modi did when he was offered Islamic topi by Imam Hussain in Gujarat. We'll show you footage of that as well, the viewers, so you can compare how alike two leaders who claim to be so different actually were when it came to that action of getting the topi. How do you explain this, Mr. Singhvi?
I have not seen the footage. I can't exactly give my reaction. But the question of topi here and there, the message given by Nitish Kumar was very clear that Narendra Modi was not very secular, therefore he rejected the topi. I have not seen the other part of the story. I will not make comment, but that message has already given more than 100 times. My party, under the leadership of Sharad Yadav and Nitish Kumar, very emphatically said that the act of Modi not accepting topi was just not a topi itself, but a message that he did not like that type of secular posture. And that is what made us to say that he was not acceptable not by name, but by definition, because in rational resolution we said any man without secular character is not acceptable to us. So I tell you, sir, I need one thing. The same was the contest when the NDA was formed. What did Atal Bihari Vajpayee said? Same thing, that person who can take all, above caste, above secular, or with secular thought, who can take all together, he will be acceptable. And then only under condition NDA was formed. Same condition today applies. Same message we are given today. There is no change in our attitude.
All right. Well, Mr. Singhvi, let me put this to
of the I have not seen the real footage.
Yes.
In what circumstances
she has not seen it.
So I am not able to comment on it.
Okay, but in as much as I can explain to you what it is, it's fairly straightforward. It is exactly the repetition of the footage you saw of Narendra Modi. That hat, a topi was offered to Nitish Kumar. He pushed it back into the hands of those offering it to him. In fact, Narendra Modi accepted the shawl and he wore it on his shoulders, as we just showed our viewers. He just didn't accept the topi. In Nitish Kumar's case, he didn't accept the topi or the kafiya or the shawl. Now, I want to put what you said to Manoj Jha of the RJD. Manoj Jha, apparently when Narendra Modi rejects a topi, it's an act of Hindutva, it's an act of superiority, it's an act which is anti-secular because he doesn't want to associate with the community. But if Nitish Kumar rejects a topi and a kafiya, it's a harmless gesture. He doesn't want to spoil his hairdo. That's essentially what Mr. Singhvi is saying in defense of his party leader. What's your response?
Jahangir, in fact, I had the privilege of seeing the footage. On my left, my PC is open, so I saw when you were showing the clip. I think his act of refusal was much more blatant and brazen compared to Mr. Narendra Modi's act. Number one. Number two, Jahangir, I said in the earlier show with you only that this entire debate unfortunately has been reduced to Topi and Tilak, which is very, very damaging to the very idea of secularism. Now in this country,
Manoj, if I can ask you to hold that thought, because I want to stay on the political significance of what is on the screen. Ijaz Ilmi, I remember talking to a lot of Muslim leaders, a lot of politicians, when Narendra Modi refused that topi. It was a huge gesture. In politics, small things can have huge significances. Now when you see Nitish Kumar, after his lambasting of Modi and his sort of secular superiority, doing exactly what Narendra Modi doing, what's your response?
You know, religious symbolism, whether it's the saropa, the sword, or the shawl, or the topi, if it's a religious symbolism, and that cannot be equated with the idea of how a leader behaves with a given community. If you look at Nitish Kumar's track record, he has taken most sections of society together with him. And Nitish Kumar, if you see his record, and it's very, very clear right from the last 12 years. So Nitish Kumar, I mean, the antipathy that the Muslims have for Nitish Kumar is for Narendra Modi is very, very clear. And don't forget, Narendra Modi has been a very reviled figure as far as the Muslims have not been able to forget what Narendra Modi, they hold him responsible. It happened under his watch.
But you're not saying.
No, let me come back to this. Nitish Kumar, it's very, very clear. His acts speak louder than religious symbolism. I know it is a very good thing to accept everything. Like you said, you must accept the topi and the tilak. This is symbolism. This is the idiom of the language of a heartland politician. What is very important to understand, what is the actions that Nitish Kumar in the last 7 years as Chief Minister has taken? Has he tried to take sections of people together?
Let's put this to Sudhanshu Mittal of the BJP. Mr. Mittal, the BJP always complains that it is treated unfairly, that it is extra persecuted, that people rub your nose in 2002 and everyone forgets 1984 and the riots, Bhagalpur riots. Now, what's your response when you see that there are two different standards for what happens when chief ministers refuse what is preferred to them by Muslim leaders, sir?
Jagir, let's not trivialize the concept of secularism, the concept of rule of law, the concept of equity. You know, by comparing the refusal of wearing topis and all this, we are trying to draw inferences. This is most unfair. I mean, if Narendra Modi for some reason at that particular point of time doesn't wear a topi, he becomes criminal. Or Nitish Kumar for some reason at what may have happened becomes criminal. What kind of a debate are we getting into? I mean, communalism and secularism must be evaluated through actions and through consistency of behavior. Look, as far as BJP is concerned, what is secularism for us? Secularism is justice for all, appeasement to none. If appeasement for particular minorities is secularism, I am not secular and I don't want to be secular. For me, secularism is justice for all.
But again,
I am not into the business of appeasement, and that is what we've been fighting as pseudo-secular.
Why do we do?
Allow me to just finish.
No, Sudhanshu Mittal, apart from the definition of secularism, I'm asking a simple question. Does political symbolism matter or not? I mean, why do congressmen wear white khadi, and why does the BJP robe itself in saffron, and why does the red wear left? It is political symbolism. And political symbolism matters, and this attempt to deny it is not going to block eyes with viewers, because every party thrives on political symbolism.
No.
Jagir, this is a misnomer. I'm a khadi wearing person. I've been wearing khadi when I was in school, ever since. I wear a dhoti. By that definition, I should become a congressman. No, I'm not. I mean, so look, I mean, we are stretching things just too far, because these have no meaning. For all what may be happening at that point of time, what may have happened. So, I mean, let's not trivialize the entire concept of evaluating people by looking at this and saying, hey, look, he's not secular. Yeah, and hey, look, he's so secular. What? Statistics, which are, okay, fine.
No, Jahangir, let's keep the debate on the basics. Number one, when Azaz was saying, I mean, he was ambivalent vis-a-vis this act. I would say that I quote your report, in last 6 months, there has been consistently massive camps of RSS in different schools and colleges in Bihar. And I know what kind of pedagogy they practice, number one. Number two, Nitish Kumar and JDU, they have been co-traveler of this politics of hate and distanciation of BJP for 20 years. That is why I said that let's not accept this very fact that Topi and Tilak, this is not even symbolism, this is hollow symbolism, does not offer anything.
Then Mr. I wish to you that apart from the footage, okay, Manoj, let me put to Mr. Singhvi what you said, plus the fact is, apart from the shot of the Topi, which for 10 minutes I'll go with your point of view, it matters nothing. But when you see Nitish Kumar saying with a smirk on his face, Tilak and Topi, it's almost like acceptance that I'm going to play this game between two communities to stay in power. It's very cynical.
It's a reality of life.
But it's also
you need the vote for everybody to come to power. Yes.
Topi, Mr. Jani, I'll tell you one thing very frank.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nitish Kumar has on today gave an oath certificate that he was secular from the day one. Mr. Modi cannot give it. So Topi and Tilak are meaningless. This is one event. One event does not define the definition of a person. How we are doing the last? What was your act?
Mr. Singhvi,
how would you
Mr. Singhvi,
Mr. Singhvi, together.
Mr.
When of secularism came, what was your stand?
Mr.
How
Singhvi,
did you take? All together make the personality of a man, and as such, Nitish Kumar and Sharad Yadav 100% are better secular as compared to Modi and the other BJP bandwagon. You cannot compare two.
Mr. Singhvi,
from secularism. Mr. Jahangir, Topi and this is one incident. The personality of a man
okay, so
many deeds.
Let Manoj respond.
Extension, presence.
I wish let Manoj respond to you.
For secularism. That's BJP resolution.
Jahangir, very small. Mr. Singhvi,
compared.
Mr. Singhvi, please listen to us.
Maybe in many other fields,
okay.
May be superior.
No. Okay, thank you, Mr. Singhvi. You made the point. You really should let Manoj.
His intention are pure, based
Mr. Singhvi,
to the secularism. And
Mr. Singhvi,
Modi.
Absolutely.
Okay, Manoj and then Sudhanshu Mittal.
Mr. Singhvi,
when they are put together,
Mr. Singhvi, Mr.
Sir. Okay, Manoj, go ahead.
Mr. Singhvi,
the JDU,
be a good listener while part of the debate.
including BJP.
Okay.
It's all right, BJP under compulsion. It's with
Jahangir, can I come in?
Please, Manoj,
Can I come in?
yes, please come in. Manoj, I'm asking you to stop. Don't stop. Just make your point. The audio is adjusted for you.
No, Jahangir, I was just saying that please don't allow NewsX debate to be the chalisa for leaders.
Go ahead, make your point, Manoj.
Number one, Jahangir, very quickly I will tell you that the entire debate of Nitish Modi, this is redundant. What I believe very strongly, that when you talk about who is secular, in fact, you have to show it by your creed. 11 years as an individual I have been waiting that Mr. Nitish Kumar and JDU, you were part of the NDA. Why didn't you speak the language what you were speaking today? This is historical anachronism, and this can never subvert what you have done in 2002. If your intention is to make the minorities and the victims and the survivors feel that you are different, please understand that traumatic memories need proper healing, not these kind of costume changing. So please understand, secularism has to be put as a lived reality, has to be understood as a lived reality, not as seasonal phenomenon.
Okay, Sudhanshu Mittal.
I am so happy that people can sermonize so easily without looking at their own histories and track records. Jagir, I just heard Manoj ji so vociferously sermonizing about what is secularism and how secularism must be upheld and how his great party is the epitome of secularism. Before going is a statement of Lalu Prasad Yadav ji in Parliament on the 21st December 1989. This was in relation to the Bhagalpur riots. What did I say? It is the Congress party which has engineered most of the riots, particularly in India. Particularly in Bihar. We shall expose their role in inciting communal violence. He promised on behalf of the government. Congress is communal and shall remain communal. Now this is the statement of Lalu Prasad.
Allow me to come in. There's a quick rebuttal.
And then he goes on to allow me to finish, please. Allow me to
just
finish.
a quick.
Let Sudhanshu Mittal finish. Go ahead, Sudhanshu.
Being a bedfellow.
Sure.
Then he goes around becoming a bedfellow with Congress. He said what has happened is, in this nation, two words, Rashtrahit or Sampradayikta, they have become the refuge of the scoundrels and the guilties. They use and misuse and abuse these two words to cover up their own follies. And
we are running out of time,
just one moment. Let us start before this nation on the issue of secularism and on the issue of communism.
No, Jhanvi, very quickly, I must compliment Sudhanshu ji from BJP that he can speak without getting angry. I'm very happy. About Bhagalpur riots, I have shared with you n number of times on NewsX, Jahangir, that please read the two inquiry commission reports. They all say that from October 1989, BHP, BJP, RSS, they were through the Durga Puja engineer, and it was, remember, that the Ram Shilanyas phase of Indian politics. Number one. Second point.
We really can't go back.
Yes, we anti-Congress position.
We really can't, when we have 2 minutes left, go back to the history of the Bhagalpur riot. What we can do is, and I want you to talk about this, Ijaz Ilmi, is that this symbolism, is it significant or not? It's easy to trivialize it, but when you look at how voters and people watching this on their TVs at home across Bihar are going to react, is this going to be significant or not?
You know, let me just say, it's demeaning to both the Tilak and the Topi and the Saropa to talk about it in symbolism and political terms. But don't forget, if you look at the Indian Muslim community, 170 million of them, they are not, if you see them as a religious vote bank, you are in trouble. They are part of the deprived majority of this country, and that's where the trouble is. And secondly, my friend Chandra Singh, we just spoke about various things, and Manoj interrupted him and said that you need votes of everybody. Yes, in this country, if you need votes of both the communities, all communities, and if you leave the Indian Muslim citizens, 170 million, out of the paradigm, then you're starting with a handicap of 20%, and the BJP needs to get its act together. They need to reach out. Just appeasement for none won't do. You need to reach out.
So that's it. You have partnered with the JDU, and you and your party say that we must be clear on what is Hindutva, what is secularism, but Nitish Kumar at worst could be doing what you despise the most, which is playing with communities, playing with the idea of secularism only for electoral gain. What's your response to that, Sudhanshu Mittal?
My only humble request to the entire polity, the political system is losing its credibility because we think something different, we do something different, and we talk something different. Let's not abuse this word of secularism. All parties have been misusing it and abusing it for their own vested interest at the cost of people of this country. Let us give them justice, let us give them equity. I mean, let's not trivialize the concept of secularism by such examples and by such aggressive chest thumping.
No, but that actually didn't answer my question, Sudhanshu Mittal. My question is, isn't your ally what you despise the most and what your party believes is the worst thing for India, which is to play with the concept of secularism and to twist it as it suits him politically? I'm giving you one more chance to answer this question specifically.
There is a share. I will answer. There is one share I will recite for my allies and all. हम सितम तेरे हंस हंस के सहे जाएंगे, तू खुदाया तुझे हर बात रवा है यारों.
All right, Manoj, are you going to try to make political capital out of this?
Quick, 30 seconds. No, Jahangir, secularism has to be defended. And Mr. Nitish Kumar and this Modi Nitish do the kind of secularism. No, Sudhanshu ji.
Okay.
And in this case, none of them are wife. They cannot be above suspicion.
Okay.
One last comment. If you let's give respect to our religions. Let's keep that out. Let's fight our political battles on agenda and various aspects. But don't leave out. If the growth has to be inclusive and equitable, everybody needs to count in this country. You can't divide us. And please don't look at the Muslims as a minority itself or a vote bank. They are part of the deprived majority.
Okay, Mr. Singhvi, you have the last word. You can't deny that this is going to be embarrassing to Nitish Kumar, both across the nation and in Bihar, sir.
Now I tell you, sir, secularism is not from symbolism. It flows from the mind and heart of a person. By the way we live throughout the life, not by one event or one accident. You can see the background of our party, which follows the ideas of Ramana Roja, Jayaprakash Dharan, under leadership of
I'm sorry.
We'll end the show. We'll have to end the show. We invite you to go to NewsX.com and look at this footage and decide for yourself if it reveals something about Nitish Kumar or whether we are in fact making a mountain out of a molehill. Let's thank all our guests for being with us, but stay tuned. In just 2 minutes we'll be telling you how the Maharashtra State Assembly has given a clean chit to the 3 MLAs who hammered up a policeman who dared to give one of their colleagues a speeding ticket. Unbelievable but true. We'll be back in 2 minutes.